Since 1775, the Army has protected and defended our freedom.
Join us now as we look back on 2.5 centuries of tradition and look ahead to the future.
Today on First Coast Living, we celebrate the 250th anniversary of the United States Army.
Hello and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson.
And I'm David Binfield. Thank you for joining us on a super special day.
Yes, the U.S. Army is celebrating its 250th birthday tomorrow, June 14th. So we are celebrating our whole show right here at City Hall in Jacksonville Beach.
Today, we're going to take you on a journey through the past, the present, and the future of the United States Army. Everything from decorated veterans, events around town to celebrate, and I even take a PT test.
Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to see that, David. We've been talking about it all week, and I haven't seen it yet.
It's amazing. They did a great job. They were very, very encouraging.
Yes.
I really appreciate it. It was super fun. It was a great experience.
Yes,
Cool.
and thank you all for being here with us today.
That's
Thank
right.
you for your service.
Thank you
yes,
very much.
yes.
Y'all look fantastic.
But now it's time to introduce Lieutenant Colonel Justin Patton. You may have remembered him. He's been on our show before. From the Jacksonville Army Recruiting Battalion to share all the activities in the area and this Army takeover on First Coast Living. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having all of us on today. We are super excited to be celebrating the legacy of the United States Army and honoring its service since the 1775. You know, you mentioned it earlier. We're gathered today as the past, the present, and the future. We'll be hearing from the Secretary or civilian aide to the Secretary of the Army, as well as one of our reserve ambassadors. We'll be doing an oath of enlistment and taking a look at the physical fitness test that you took yourself.
I can't wait for that.
The Army is such a dynamic place with over 61% of Americans having somebody who served in their family. We're constantly changing and we're constantly adapting to the environment.
Yeah, absolutely. It is very, very cool. So let me ask you, what are we in store for tomorrow for the actual celebration?
Tomorrow we're going to do a commemorative foot march through the beautiful and historic St. Augustine. We're going to conduct a mass enlistment oath to welcome in the new future soldiers into the United States Army of the future.
It's going to be a great celebration. I can tell you it's going to be a fantastic day tomorrow.
Yes.
It's very cool. It's a very electric environment here with these guys. It's very amazing.
So what was your inspiration to join the U.S. Army?
I came from a military family myself, talking about those 61%, and my father was a tank mechanic, tanker himself, and that's what was my passion growing up.
That's cool.
Have you been in one?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, it's so cool. I love that.
That is really neat. So, I grew up a military brat as well, like these folks here know. My dad was retired from the Navy. So talk to us, like you grew up in the Navy, or not in the Navy, as a military family. So talk to us about how that inspired you to join yourself, right? Like watching your own dad.
So my dad, growing up, 27 years as an enlisted sergeant major. So being able to follow in his footsteps has always been one of my inspirations. A great mentor, and I was proud to actually change it up, become an officer.
Yeah.
But absolutely excited to follow his footsteps.
That's awesome. Amazing. Thank you so very much for your service. Sir.
Yes, thank you, and thank you everyone who is here today. So